Okay, let's ride on. Right? Okay. Today we'll be talking about very important the difference between a coin and a token, right? So today we'll be talking about the difference between a coin and a token. This is very important as cryptocurrency is concerned. Remember in our last class we talked about blockchain. We said blockchain was the future of financial technology. We spoke how blockchain was able to do transaction within the split of seconds. We talk about how you're going to use low fees to do a transaction on blockchain. We talk how you can do it in any way you want, even in your house, any way you don't need to identify any the trusted party, right? So today we'll be talking about the difference between a coin and a token. It is very important for us to talk about this because a lot of people some people always call coins tokens and call tokens coins. So it's very important as if you want to become a good crypto trader, you want to make a lot of money with cryptocurrency. I'm not a financial advisor, but I must tell you this. You must be able to identify the difference between a coin and a token. It is very important, right? So today we'll be talking about the difference between a coin and a token using simple examples. Our goal is to be able to explain it very simple so everyone can be able to understand, right? So the first thing I would like to explain to you, okay, just let's say you want to hit the gym, right? So you maybe thinking about hitting the gym, you want to reduce in size, so maybe you want to grow up muscles or stuff like that, right? So what are you going to do? Are you going to go to register in a gym, or are you going to buy your own equipment to maybe start up your gym? That question all left on you, depending on the money you have, depending on maybe your personality, right? So in this case, we'll be using that to we're using that example to be able to explain the difference between a coin and a cryptocurrency, a coin and a token. Sorry, right? Remember we said in the last class that a cryptocurrency is a digital asset, right? Right, that's what we said. That a cryptocurrency is just like our normal dollars, pounds, or stuff, but in this case, they are solely digital. So today we'll be diving into the difference between a coin and a token. So let's dive in, right? Remember, let's say you want to have, okay, or let's just use this example, right? Let's say you were traveling to Dubai, and in your course and stay in Dubai, you have 2 weeks to live in Dubai, right? And you want to rent a car because normally you're thinking about you going to Dubai, you maybe buying a car, it'll be very expensive. Maybe you don't even have that type of money, right? You don't have that type of money, but you need a car in Dubai for 2 weeks. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna go and see somebody that has a car or a car renter, and you rent a car to use within that time. So normally the difference between a crypto and between the difference between a coin and a token is the difference between a blockchain, right? Is the blockchain is the blockchain. I remember in the last class we spoke about blockchain, so this is not a new word to anybody today. So today we're talking about the difference between a cryptocurrency, between coin and token, right? And the difference is the ownership of blockchain, right? Is the ownership of the blockchain. Who owns the blockchain? Remember we said the blockchain is a platform where you're able to do transactions, right? It's going to able to validate transaction without any third party. We talk about blockchain, we say it was a decentralized system that nobody controls it, right? We said it was group of computers were being grouped into what we call blocks to be able to follow up these transactions, right? That's what makes a blockchain. Remember what we said in the last class, right? So to the difference between a coin and a token is the ownership of the blockchain, right? That's why I'm using simple examples like a car, or you buy your machines for your gym and you have your gym in your house, right? Right? You guys are not the same. Somebody that rents a car and somebody that actually owns a car are not the same, right? They are not the same. You that owns the car, you need to do repairs, you need to do this, you need to pay insurance, right? But the guy that's renting the car, I already know is just to drive it, maybe put fuel, that's all, right? So it's just the difference is just the ownership of the blockchain. So for instance, a coin has its own blockchain, right? A coin, all coins, right? All coin has its own blockchain, right? Has its own blockchain. Why tokens 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 rent blockchain, or maybe tokens uses other people, maybe use other those blockchain, right? For instance, so for you to be able to do the transactions or send your money from one person to other using tokens, you need to use a blockchain. A blockchain, right? Remember we said the difference between a coin and a token is the difference between the ownership of the blockchain. For example, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, they all have what we call their own blockchain, right? All right. Why Shiba Inu? Shiba Inu is a token, it's not a coin, right? Shiba Inu runs on the Ethereum blockchain. So if is everyone understanding? Is anyone having any question? Yes. Okay. The NFTC, right? Is that's very important. NFT, right? Not NFTC, NFTC, NFT, NFTC, NFTCs are tokens, right? NFTC, NF, NFT, NF, NFT, NFT are tokens. They are solely tokens. They are non-fungible tokens, which actually means that when you talk about something that is non-fungible, what does it mean? When you say something is non-fungible, it cannot be exchanged for another, right? For instance, a picture, let's say the example, a picture of a Last Supper, right? It's unique. You can't duplicate it. Even if you duplicate it, it can't really look like the original. That's why it means it's non-fungible. For instance, 10,000 francs is fungible. You can exchange 10,000 francs to 5,000 to 2,000 francs. But with NFTC, they are not fungible. You can't exchange it. So the only thing you can do is maybe you get a reward, right? You get a reward for your NFTCs, right? It's something else. You cannot break it down. For instance, you say with for instance, Bitcoin is fungible, right? Because with Bitcoin, you can exchange Bitcoin and you get Bitcoin. For instance, you have 10,000 Bitcoin, you can do exchange, or you can break it down to 2,000, 3,000. It all depends on you, right? So we're talking about the difference between a coin and a token. We said the difference between a coin and token is the ownership of the blockchain. We said it was the ownership of the blockchain, right? And then we said coin has its own blockchain, why token does not, right? Why token does not has its own blockchain. Tokens don't have their own blockchain. They don't. They either run a blockchain and use it to validate their transactions, right? So is everyone trying to understand using this simple example? If not, we can also use the example of a gym, right? Like somebody that's having a gym. You, for instance, you want to cut down. So you say, okay, you need to hit the gym, right? Are you going to be buying your, if you have a lot of money, you can buy your equipment and you open your gym in your house at the comfort of your home, right? Maybe you have a lot of money to buy all the machines and stuff, right? But if you don't have that money, the amount of money, you, what you're gonna do is you'll be renting the service, right? You can go register yourself for a gym somewhere and you go on daily basis and you do your sport and you're back to your home. So that's just the difference between a coin and a token. And then remember we said a coin, right? A coin is used for store of value, right? For instance, Bitcoin, for example, Bitcoin is used as a store of value. But a token simply represent digital assets, right? Token just simply represents digital assets, right? For instance, you can use coin, let's say Bitcoin, right? A lot of people invest in Bitcoin because maybe they want the money, they know that it can only grow over time, right? Yeah. So that's it for the difference between a coin and a token. It's very simple, right? We won't be talking about smart contracts, NFTCs, right? Because we have, I just gave you an example. We'll talk about smart contracts and NFTCs. So let's dive in to talk about smart contracts and NFTCs.